Hello beautiful! Here I am to give you a super spontaneous video. I'm going to be trying the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk foundation. So if you've been curious about this highly talked about foundation, and if you want to see if it lives up to like all of the hype, then just keep watching because I'm going to try it on for you right now. And then I'm going to do a full day's wear test and then wrap it up with my final review. So if you'd like to see, just keep watching. I make content like this all the time on my channel, so if you're into that, make sure to subscribe. And if you found that this video was helpful, then you should like the video because that's going to help my channel out a lot. And if anyone else needs to know about this foundation and wants to learn about it, then by you liking this video, it's going to help them find it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. This is what the packaging looks like. Off first glance, I gotta say I love the packaging of this. It comes in a nice frosted bottle right here. Has a decent weight. I love the way it looks as well. It's short and just really cute. I love it. And it's gonna be really easy to like travel with, and also this will be really easy to store in my makeup drawer because usually foundations tend to be on the longer side. So I love how it's just like short and cute. This is what the cap looks like. I also love the applicator. The packaging has this nice luxurious feel to it, and if anything, it's one of my favorite packages for foundation. Before I get into the foundation, I am going to prime my face with one side, and then the other side I'm not going to use primer just because I want to see what this foundation will do on its own, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to completely remove these pores that I have. Just going to be using my beloved Benefit Professional primer, and I'm going to put that on that side of my face. So yeah, this is a super spontaneous video. I just randomly decided to do this because I just picked I just picked up this foundation from the Sephora sale because this is a foundation I've been wanting to try for so many years, but I feel like I never decided to pick it up because I feel like I haven't heard enough people talk about it. Like, I've heard a lot of people talk about the Fenty foundation, a lot of people talk about the NARS foundation, but when it comes to the Giorgio Armani, I haven't heard enough people talk about it. So the fact that it's like so pricey, I didn't want to, pick it up and not like it. I just decided to try it because there's only like a few foundations that I use at the moment. I use the Fenty foundation and I use my Rare Beauty foundation, and they're like the only two foundations I use. So I decided it's time to experiment with another foundation. And in case you are curious, my absolute favorite foundation is the Estee Lauder Double Wear and also the Fenty Pro Filter. The reason why I wanted to spontaneously review this for you is because I know a lot of people are actually interested or might be interested in this foundation. It's even an Allure Award Best Winner. It says that on Sephora, so that definitely made me gravitate towards it. So you pretty much want to see if this lives up to its name. I'm pretty sure it is, but overall, we just want to see what it looks like. So I have a very clean beauty sponge. Thanks to Amazon, I was able to pick up 6 of these, and I just put them in this little beauty sponge container. So now I'm able to have a clean beauty sponge because I never have a clean sponge. I don't know why. These are so easy to clean, but I just never want to clean it. So we're gonna go ahead and apply it. Should I apply it? Yeah, I'm gonna apply it. Well, let's see what it looks like when I do a pump. So here's one pump. Whoa, that's a lot. That's one full pump. It's definitely more on the liquidy side. I like that. It means it's going to be hydrating. I honestly don't know too much about this foundation. I'll have to look it up. But so far, it just says it's a perfect glow, flawless foundation and luminous silk, meaning it's gonna give us that nice luminous finish. Which side should I start? I guess I'll start on this side. And I should have let that primer dry a little bit, but it's okay. So we're gonna do one pump on one side of our face. It looks like I might have to do 2 pumps all together And then I already color matched it yesterday when I got it, so I know that it matches me. This feels very soft. Okay, so let's go ahead and blend this out. Wow. Already I'm noticing a huge difference between this side and this side. Whoa. This shade, I got it in a neutral undertone because I have a neutral undertone, but I don't know why. Sometimes I feel like I look golden, like I have a golden undertone. So I think I could really just go back and forth. With this foundation, I do kind of wish I would have gotten a golden undertone because it kind of makes my face look like more gray. But again, you know, this is like the closest match for me. But I think if I were to get this again, I would definitely go for one with a golden undertone, or just get like both of them. I don't know. Okay, so that's one layer, and as you can see, it's very sheer. It is extremely lightweight, and it looks very, very natural. I think it's very fun to try on the product without knowing what it does, to just kind of observe it for yourself and then match that up with the description later. But so far, I am loving it. Like I said, the color is not my favorite. I feel like it's giving me more of like a grayish kind of look, but I'm not, I mean, it looks natural, so I'm okay with that. As you can see from this side, I feel like the goldenness in my skin tone just like completely went away, but that is not an issue at all. I just gotta say, off first impression, I am loving it. I love how natural it looks, and it's just one of those products where it's perfect and therefore you don't have too much to say about it. You just love it. If I didn't love it, I'd probably have a lot more to say about it as to why I don't love it. The other thing I'm noticing is that it is very light coverage. This to me feels like the foundation I want to wear for travel, when I go out. If I'm just like going to a friend's house or something like that, this is the foundation I probably would want to wear. I also love, whoa, it feels, how do I say it? I guess it feels like silk. I actually have never felt this type of formula before. It's extremely soft and slightly dewy, so it almost feels like it's like a very dense, soft powder. It honestly feels like you're putting on skincare. So I could see you just using your fingers to apply this. It is so incredibly easy to use, blended out so beautifully. It's already starting to look very soft, just soft. We're gonna go ahead and hop in on this side. I really do enjoy the formula of this product, where it has this, it's more on the hydrated liquid side. So again, it really does feel more like a skincare. The only other thing I have to check for with this foundation is the longevity and to see how it looks throughout the day. But if all of that works out, this foundation is absolutely amazing. Yeah, it blends in so nicely. Like, you could see for yourself in the camera, this is what it's looking like. I'm gonna go ahead and look at myself in my window, direct sunlight. So this foundation is kind of giving me Gucci vibes, Pat McGrath vibes, where it's going to look better as the day progresses. It is going to mix in with your oils, and that's where the magic is going to happen. I feel like this is a product, even you could see with this side, it's starting to change a little bit, become a little bit softer and more blended into my skin. However, when you first apply it, I could see people being underwhelmed with this. I still see so much of my skin, my regular skin. It doesn't feel flawless to me whatsoever. It almost feels like I put a tinted moisturizer onto my skin, but I do believe it will improve. If it doesn't improve and my skin just stays like this, then I might not be that impressed with it. However, I do love the formula, so I will continue to use it. But I definitely need to see it give me a little bit more of a flawless look. I feel like on camera, it looks a little bit nicer and like kind of evening out my skin tone a lot better than in front of the window. As of now, I am really enjoying it, and because I mostly use foundation for filming, I do really love it for filming. But we're gonna have to come back and see how it wears down throughout the day. I feel like I want to apply another layer just to see what we're going to get and to see how buildable it is. So let's go ahead and add another layer. And I'm only going to use like half a pump this time. Oh. I like it so much better with 2 layers. 2 layers definitely starts to give it that flawless effect. 2 layers is where the magic is at, so I highly suggest doing 2 layers. I'm going to put another layer on the other side, and still it doesn't feel heavy. It feels very natural on the skin. It feels very, very lightweight. Wow. You could probably even go for a 3rd layer, which is nice to know. Like I said, it doesn't feel heavy at all. So with the 2nd layer, I love it so much more. Highly recommend doing it 2 layers. Looks fine underneath the eyes. Doesn't do much for your pores. It did make it look just a little bit smaller on this side. Like I said, off first glance, I am liking it, but I'll say these few things. 1, it's definitely not going to give you that flawless look off the initial application. That bothers me a little bit. I like my foundations to look flawless as soon as I put it on, but again, we'll see. Hopefully within like 30 minutes to an hour, it will start to look better. So that's one of my, I guess, little bit of concerns. I feel like that might be a reason why some people might not like it. But when I did put on a 2nd layer, it definitely starts to improve the way my skin looks. So I would imagine that with a 3rd layer, it would look even better. However, I don't like doing full coverage foundation because I don't like the way it feels on my face. And it does sometimes make me oily. So that's that. For the price though, I don't think this is like an amazing foundation off the like first few minutes of me wearing it. So all in all, we will have to come back later and then I will have to give my verdict because I don't really have one right now. It looks like this for the rest of the day and does not improve at all. I would say I don't think this is worth it just because I'm not getting that like flawless look like it claims to do, because it does say flawless foundation. So yeah, we'll see, but I do love the way it feels. It is so comfortable on my skin. I don't feel it. It felt like skincare when I was applying it. My face feels so soft, feels a little bit dewy. Love the packaging, and like I said, we'll just have to come back and do the final review of this foundation. So this is my face at the end of the day. As you can see, it held up really well. The biggest difference I'm seeing now is that my face looks a lot more luminous. Luckily, I am still matte and not oily around the T-zone area. It's comfortable and extremely lightweight. So the description says it's a medium coverage, natural finish that adds luminosity and a skin-like glow. It definitely does that, so if that's what you're looking for in a foundation, you should definitely get this. I would repurchase this because it looks great, it feels great, and like I said, it feels like skincare. However, I don't find it a necessity. I could probably just use my Estee Lauder Double Wear and pair it with a really good setting primer and powder to create a similar look for a cheaper price. Lastly, if you're looking for a foundation with that flawless wow factor, I'd probably go for the Pat McGrath foundation. It really depends on what you're looking for. Again, this is a more natural finish. You can definitely tell that you're wearing foundation, but it's just a lot more natural looking than the Pat McGrath foundation.